What's up, YTPC? This is DSG Pipe Smoker with another pipe smoking video. I've got my Bones Paul with some Cornell and Deal Burley Flake #1 in it. I'm actually in Birchwood, or North Birchwood anyways, in the Three Bears parking lot because I just got done unlocking a vehicle at Birchwood Shooting Grounds. But, this is a VR to Bean Piper, who's doing a 100 sub giveaway. Before I get much further, congratulations Bean Piper on your 100 subs. It's a great milestone to meet, and you definitely deserved all your subs, or you deserve all your subs. Present tense, not past tense. We're being grammatically correct. I love your content, and I love your knowledge on coffee. One of these days I'll pick up some coffee from you. But anyway, Bean Piper wanted us to talk about our coffee and tobacco combinations, which I will do as soon as I get back to my cabin. Let me show you what I got, though. I got, oh, it's right here, one of my favorite, all-time favorite coffee blends. Occasionally I'll get this at a coffee stand, but most of the baristas either burn it and or they overbrew it, so it ends up being burnt and a little bit too acidic. But I found a whole bean bag of Dead Man's Reach. You might have remembered that from a hoodie that I have. There's a reason I wear that hoodie a lot. I have been wearing it for years. It's because I love this coffee, and I haven't been able to get a bag of it for years. And I just so happened to find it at Three Bears. But because it's a whole bean, I had to get a grinder, so I did. See if I can read this bag here. Our famous high-speed blend is dark roasted with a sweet bite. Eco Correcto coffees make up this cult classic, and this is a cult classic. There's kind of a following for the Ravens Brew coffees. And on the back it says, Dead Man Reach is a shoal along Baranof Island in Peril Strait in the Alexandria archipelago of southeast Alaska. We thought Dead Man's Reach sounded like coffee and were inspired to design this special high-speed blend of very rare coffees for jump-starting your mornings, long-haul trucking, cramming for exams, winning races, inspiring great ideas and noble emotions, graveyard shifts, deadlines, state of absolute bliss, and pure coffee pleasure. And this is pure coffee pleasure. This stuff is awesome. I'm so glad I found it. Anyway, enough of that. Let me get you guys back to my cabin. What's up, guys? Here I am at the cabin, continuing the VR to Bean Piper. This time, I am smoking my Missouri Meerschaum Devil Ants. some Haunted Bookshop in it. Ground up the coffee in my travel, why am I forgetting what this is called? French press. The Dagner sticker on it. Oh man. This coffee is so good. Really good. Has a, in addition to the obvious coffee smell, it has kind of an oily smell to it. A little bit earthy. Some sweetness to it too. And actually that sweetness, if you brew it correctly, comes through a little bit better in the mug. As far as coffee goes, I almost exclusively use a French press. Actually, that's not true. I pretty much always use a French press. One tip that I got from Nova Piper in one of his videos, I think it was a coffee video he did, he said to only brew it for about 2.5 to 3 minutes. And you'll get the most out of it without getting as much of the acidic bitterness. And I found that to be true. I just let this sit for a couple minutes, 2 or 3 minutes, with the, I don't know what you call that, the plunger all the way up. And then, when it's done brewing, I push it down. And that's normally how I drink my coffee. As far as tobaccos go, a lot of Kia. Not so much Balkans, but, you know, your standard English blends, some of your crossovers. Heavy English blends. And then over-the-counter blends. Mainly your mostly non-aromatic blends, like half and half, Carter Hall, Velvet. Your heavy Burley blends or Burley Creek blends, such as Haunted Bookshop or the Burley Flake #1 that I was just smoking. And Dark Fire Kentucky go really well with coffee. When you smoke a lot of Kia blend with coffee, and by the way, when I say coffee, what I normally drink is about a medium roast or a dark roast. Black. Again, when you smoke a lot of Kia and you drink those kinds of coffees with it, it rounds off the lot of Kia. It takes away a little bit of the subtle lot of Kia notes. Like maybe if the lot of Kia that you're smoking is kind of woody, or maybe it's got kind of an earthy or herbal note to it, in addition to the heavy smoky notes. I found that heavier coffee blends will actually kind of tamper that down a bit and really ramp up the smokiness of the Kia. It goes absolutely perfectly with Burley blends. Doesn't hamper them at all, and it just pairs really well. Goes well with Dark Fire Kentucky too, as I mentioned before. With Dark Fire Kentucky though, most Dark Fire Kentucky blends can be a little rough around the edges. Even the, you know, the H.H. McBaron blends. They tend to be a little bit more smooth compared to most dark fire Kentucky blends I've had, but even coffee will round them off and smooth them out a little bit better, and makes it a much better smoke. As far as cigars go, Maduros, or the way most manufacturers blend Maduros anyways. And I say that because, as most of you cigar guys know, the wrapper leaf that they put on it, that's usually 1 or 2 leaves. Does it affect the blend? Yes, but very mildly. It's the filler and the binder that really give a cigar its flavor. Or most of its flavor, but by and large, most Maduro cigars that I've had pair well with the kinds of coffees that I enjoy. And again, I don't generally add stuff to my coffee. About the only time I do that is if I'm drinking instant coffee, and I think that's because I tend to use too much coffee. Or too much of the dehydrated crystals. So I'll add creamer to it. Or like, if somebody that I ordered it from, or myself, if I brewed it incorrectly and it's too bitter and it's just, I'll either water it down or I'll add creamer to it. The only other exception to that is during the holidays when they have eggnog out on sale. I might add a little bit of that just to be festive and sort of put me in the mood for the holiday season. But about 90-95% of the time I drink my coffee black. I hope that is sufficient, Bean Piper. Again, congratulations on your subs. If you guys haven't checked them out yet, you should. With that being said, I gotta get going. I've got things I gotta do. I'm running late. This has been DSG Pipe Smoker with another pipe smoking video. You guys have a good day.